you at your happiest. Back from vacation, and it's Grateful Monday.
Welcome to the Hopefulist, a daily talk show hosted by veteran broadcaster Wendy McClure. Join Wendy each day as she shares her life lessons that transformed her from perpetual pessimist to the ultimate hopefulist. The perfect morning show to get you caught up on the day's top stories while sharing insights that will lead to positive transformation and bring out the hopefulist in you. For more inspiration, visit hopefulist.com. And now, here's your host and hopefulist, Wendy McClure.
Well, hello there. It is Monday, June 15th, 2020. How did we get to June 15th? It's day 274 of Gotta Get on Ellen. Yes, we were on staycation last week. Oh, it was glorious. I felt relaxed. The week went pretty slow for the most part. And I feel refreshed. I feel renewed. I feel ready to be in top form to serve you and give you all the information that I hope you would like to hear. So I've been talking the last few days about how I'm ready to be back. Vacation was wonderful. It did what it was supposed to do, and I'm ready. Turns out I'm not. Alarm went off at 4 a.m., and I was like, oh, no. Yeah, laying around. We did a lot of projects. We didn't lay around and do nothing. We really got a lot of projects done. We finished our dock, which was a major project. Took a couple of weeks up for us to get that all prepped and ready to go. We painted the underside of our house. You know, it's kind of a little area that borders the bottom of the house because we're up on pilings. So we have like a little enclosure. We painted over that. What else did we do? We blew up our floats. We painted some doors. A lot of painting involved. And Joe was promised to make me a surfboard, decorative, not one that you can actually ride, that he says he's going to work on today. Because it turns out Joe's got a bonus day of vacation. We found out that they changed up his schedule a little bit. He's going to be working 4 days a week now instead of 5. It's like their slow time of year. So, good. He's going to have off Mondays and alternating Fridays. So he's off Monday this week. He should be off Friday next week. So that's nice that they're giving them, nice long weekends. So, yeah, Joe's still here. He's still technically, I guess, on vacation. So it's been a really nice week. And like I said, I do feel refreshed, renewed, but at the same time lazy because I haven't had to do any of this in over a week. Opened up my computer this morning. I was like, oh, do I remember how to do this? My goodness, it's been so long. But the weather, I don't know where you live, but if you are in any vicinity of the Jersey Shore, the weather the last couple of days, truly amazing. No humidity, cool, bright sunshine, like not a cloud in the sky. In fact, the temperature's been pretty low for this time of year. And with the cool breeze, if you weren't in the sun, you really needed to cover up. That's how cool it was. But it just felt so nice. We had great weather for our whole week off for the most part. We had like one day that it rained. I'm not used to this kind of luck. This is kind of crazy. Things have been really, really going good. It's scaring me a little bit. But I'm just going to be grateful. Just going to be grateful. Because it is indeed a Grateful Monday. And this is the day that I go through a couple of my own entries into my own personal gratitude journal to try and show you how easy it is to just keep track of a few things throughout your day that you can look back on and be grateful for. Simple little things. So some of the things that I wrote down in the last week, I went for a ride in the car, which normally is not that big of a deal. But since the whole quarantine thing, I really haven't even been in my car much. Joe's been doing most of the grocery shopping. So I had to stop and get some gas. I was taking a ride down south to a little farmer's market that we have in the area. They sell some seafood. I got some tomatoes. I got some flowers. Oh, my flowers. Have you seen the picture of my flowers? Love my flowers. I so hope I don't kill them. So pretty. But anyway, I was going down there, so I stopped to get gas, and I picked up one of my favorite things. Again, so simple. A fountain soda from Wawa. That's right. Have you seen the big, huge soda machine they have at Wawa? I'm sure you have. You can mix all kinds of different flavors and stuff. I always get a Diet Dr. Pepper with cherry in it. Love it. So that was nice. Hadn't done that in a really long time. Our neighbor across the lagoon, Ray, I was chatting with him the one day. We were just kind of having a conversation back and forth across the water. He is the friendliest, coolest, elderly gentleman, and I feel very lucky to live across from him. He has all kinds of things that he grows all summer long. It's pretty amazing. He has like pear trees. He grows tons of tomatoes and eggplants and zucchini. Last year, he gave me zucchini flowers, which were amazing. I saw him talking about it on Facebook, and then I called over to him the one day talking about it, and he had picked some, and that was like, I don't know if you've ever seen them before. I had never seen them before last year, but it's like these yellow type flowers that are the zucchini flowers. And I said, wow, they're really pretty. I said, they belong in a vase. And he said, belong in a vase? They belong in a pan. He's originally from Italy, and he was a chef for most of his life. So it was nice to chat with him. He spends the winters in Florida. This is my dream. My dream is to be Ray across the way. He lives here from May until right after Christmas, and then he goes to Florida. I believe he lives in Tampa from January to May 1st, and then he comes back. Snowbird, yes, someday. That is the dream. Finished the doc. We are very, very happy with how it turned out. I have posted some pictures. I hope you've gotten a chance to see it. And my neighbors, Keith and Karen, my favorites, took us out on the boat. Love a boat ride. In fact, I'm going to talk a little bit about a boat ride that they took us on last year in today's blog post. It is a big day here in New Jersey. It is the day, finally, that outdoor dining is available. Joe and I are going to celebrate with going to one of our favorite spots and getting some sushi. Sushi's just not as much fun at home, right? I don't think so anyway. So hopefully it won't be crazy busy. I thought that it was really silly for them to start doing this on a Monday. I thought it would be way better to start it on a Friday or a Saturday. But now that I'm thinking about it, and it just so happens that Joe has this extra day off. Otherwise, we'd be out of luck. But since he has today off, we can go and enjoy. So it probably won't be as crazy since it's a Monday. Maybe that's what they were thinking. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're very much looking forward to that. It's still going to be quite a different experience. The little dive bar that we like to go to, they have set up tables and such outside, but it's still not going to be the same experience. I mean, I don't really go to that bar to eat. I mean, I eat when I'm there, but that's not the reason I'm going. I usually go because I run into people I know. We hang out, we play some music, and we hang. You can't really do that now, you know? The restaurants and the establishments want you to eat and get out so they can get the next round of people in. It's just not going to be the same. The other thing that is interesting to mention is the partying here at the Jersey Shore has been off the charts. I mean, it's just been crazy. And somebody had posted in our little community page that it was like 1:44 in the morning on, Saturday night, Sunday morning, and that there was this boat that was just riding around, blasting music, top volume, and lots of screaming and hooting and hollering and stuff. And they're like, come on, people, it's 1:44 in the morning. Somebody pointed out, and it's a very good point, all of the bars are closed there is nowhere else for people to go if they would like to hang out and party. That, along with the fact that there was probably a lot of graduation parties taking place. It is one of the downsides of living in a tourist area. Joe and I are pretty secluded in our little bedroom. We were just talking about this. Our bedroom faces the street, which most houses here, the main bedroom overlooks the water because you think, you want to get the greatest view. Our house is set up where the bedroom is in the back, or I guess the front, by the road, which really works out well for us. We're very well insulated back there. I don't hear much noise from boats and people in their backyards. The only thing I really notice, I hear some traffic go by, and if the neighbors happen to be out in their driveway, just the one neighbor too, we'll hear like them pulling in like on the rocks and such. And if they're having a conversation, sometimes I can hear that. But other than that, we're in pretty good shape when it comes to blocking out the noise. So if you're going to get a house at the shore, look for one with a bedroom by the road, not by the water. So as long as the bars are closed, I guess it's going to be like this. I mean, if they're young and all, and I'm assuming that they were young people that were out riding around in the boat at 1:44 in the morning, blasting music, that's my assumption. They're young. There's no place else for them to go right now. Not that I think that, they should be riding around a boat blasting music at 1:44, but I guess we're going to have to deal with that kind of craziness this summer. We shall see how it goes. So, like I said, we plan to go to grab some sushi on the patio because it's still only outdoor dining. From what I understand, you will be allowed in. I guess it depends on the establishment, but I think that they have to offer you some sort of restroom, but you're going to need your mask and all for that. So we really shouldn't be leaving the house without our mask at this point anyway, right? We shouldn't, but we do. We saw a story on the news, and it's really kind of out in left field that I'm bringing this up, but I'm talking about masks. There was a confrontation in New York at a bagel shop where a woman was in there without a mask on, and she was apparently coughing. And another customer was complaining that she's in there coughing all over the place, doesn't have a mask on. And so the woman retaliated by having this woman complain about her by walking over and coughing directly on her. I don't know what is wrong with people. I mean, what is wrong with people? Just horrible. So the topic that I'm going to cover for today is something that I put up a few days ago, and I had thought about putting this up because my husband gets very annoyed with me because I never let him put the ceiling fan on high because I have this irrational fear that when it's on high, it's going too fast and it's going to fly right off the base. He's like, when I go in to take a nap, I always put it on high. And I know that they wouldn't make it, too high that it would be a danger of that actually happening. It's just a fear I have. I just worry. And I always tell them, no, can't put it on high. Can't put it on high. I even get a little iffy about medium. But yeah, that's my crazy irrational fear that my poor husband has to put up with. So I wanted to hear some of your irrational fears, and we got some really interesting ones. Jody says, being in water, I can't stand up in. I hate it, and I'm jealous of people on jet skis and people that can dive into water. Kate says, stairs with no backs to them, the open steps, always afraid I'm going to slip and fall through. I used to have a recurring nightmare as a kid about them. I know it's crazy. My dog refuses to go up these types of steps. She hates them. Alexandria says that she has the same fear as me. My new home has a few fans, and I refuse to put them on high. Everyone thinks I'm crazy. Dolores says a car in the opposite direction jumping the divider on a highway, especially a big rig. I know, I've had that too, especially when there's not a divider. Like when you're out in a country or suburban road or something, it's long and windy and it's crazy. Nancy says seagulls at the beach. I've been dive bombed, and now I don't want anyone near me. Adele says my car doors auto-locking with the key still inside. I have that as well. Most of the times I've had to get out of the car and it's still running, I don't close the door all the way. I just, lay it up against the enclosure there. Joe says, hi, bridges. Marcy says, small spaces. Can't even watch someone on TV or in a movie squeeze into a small space. Eve says, escalators going down. Yeah. Escalators freak me out a little bit, too. I always think back to when you were a kid and you were told, the kids who got the shoelaces stuck in them, and your parents used to try and scare you from staying away from the opening and tell you they could swallow you up, and there really have been cases where feet have gotten caught in there. So I always take a very wide step there at the beginning and the end. Today's blog post, we are continuing to talk about gratitude. It is my favorite thing to talk about. The reason is because daily gratitude literally changed my life. When you look for things to be thankful for instead of complaining about everything you don't like, your life will change. It is without a doubt the number one thing that changed me from a pessimist to a hopefulist. I've been working on an idea, and I'm hopefully going to be coming out with a journal idea that I came up with. It's designed specifically for people who tend to see the worst in situations. Now, the purpose of the journal is to take a bad situation and find some good, any good, no matter how small, in that situation. On the first page of this journal, I plan to have a clear sleeve where users will put a picture of themselves at their happiest. So that will be the first thing you see every time you use the journal. The goal is to have that picture elicit good memories of happiness and fun times. And that will hopefully put you in the mindset to want more of that, to orchestrate your life in a way that will make you feel that way more often. Now, I have a picture up of me and my hubby and my pup doing one of my favorite things in the whole world, on a boat watching the sunset. This picture's from last summer when my cousin was visiting. She took this picture. My neighbors were gracious enough to take us all out for a sunset cruise. All of my favorite things in this picture. My hubby, my dog on a boat with the sun setting. I even have my favorite cocktail. When I look at this picture, it reminds me of how happy I was that day and how happy I can be. I have so much to be grateful for, and this picture reminds me of all of that. Not only that, I just look so happy. It reminds me that I want more of this type of happiness in my life. Focus on happiness. Focus on what you want more of in your life. Focus on all the good things that bring you the greatest joy. Life can be so good if you allow it. Really is all up to you how much you enjoy it. So find that picture. Put it somewhere you will see it often. Make it the screensaver on your phone. Put it on your fridge or bathroom mirror. Or ideally, if you do a gratitude journal, which I hope you are, put it in there so you see it every day when you count your blessings. Oh, it is Monday already. It is already a Monday. But it is my favorite day of the week. After Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's a brand new week full of possibilities and opportunities. Now go on out there and be your badass self. I'm cheering you on.
Thank you for listening to The Hopefulist, hosted by Wendy McClure. For more inspiration, please visit hopefulist.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow on The Hopefulist.
Did you guys miss me? Oh, I missed you too.